Hi. Welcome back to Mindflux. Sarcasm is one of the most complex emotions that we can express. Often it's not just what you say but how you say it that determines whether or not your sarcasm will be interpreted correctly. There are many different types of sarcasm in this video. We will give you a few examples so that next time someone tells you to have an amazing day, you know if they really mean it or not. It's hard to know whether someone is being sarcastic if you don't know them well. People say things in jest, but with sarcasm it can be hard to tell the difference between what is serious and what isn't. Sometimes people are afraid of experiencing a negative response from others, so they may use sarcasm to avoid that risk. It can also be difficult for others to detect sarcasm when they're not used to dealing with it on a regular basis. But what exactly is sarcasm? Well, sarcasm is an ironic or satirical remark tempered by humor. Sarcasms are usually used to say the opposite of what's true, which can make someone look foolish in some way. But it also depends on how you use your voice when expressing this emotion so that will work better for them too. Because there isn't always a physical sign showing discretion about sarcasm. We have listed down 4 types of sarcasm. Number 1. Self-deprecating sarcasm. Self-deprecating humor can actually be quite therapeutic. It's a way to get back at those who may have treated you poorly in the past or even make light of something that weighs heavily on your mind like personal debt stress from being unemployed. If you're feeling a little down, self-deprecating is the perfect way to lighten up and take some of that negative energy out of yourself. Number 2. Juvenile sarcasm. Juvenile is the term used to describe an annoying personality or speech pattern that might come across as more petulant. Number 3. Deadpan sarcasm. A deadpan tone mimics an emotionless voice. It can be difficult to pick up on these sarcastic sayings and phrases, which may cause the listener not know what you're really trying to convey in your message. Number 4. Brooding sarcasm. Brooding is the act of not saying what you mean in an irritated tone, but thinking about how best to articulate your thoughts and feelings. How can we identify sarcasm? Sarcasm can be identified by the use of words with opposite meanings, such as great when describing something that is actually terrible. This type of sarcasm usually has a lot to do with how you say it too. Because there are many different implications in your tone and facial expression, which allows people to tell whether or not they should be offended by what you just said. Sarcasm can also be defined as when someone responds to an innocent question with a sarcastic answer that is not at all related to the topic of conversation. It is obvious whether or not they are being serious about their response. This type of sarcasm usually comes from people who are just having a bad day, negative attitudes, or people who are not interested in talking to you at all. Sarcasm can also take on the form of exaggeration when someone exaggerates their response with an exclamation point. For example, let's say that your friend was supposed to meet you for lunch but they don't show up. If you receive a message from them saying, "I'm so sorry, I had to eat with my family today. Will tomorrow work?" How would you respond? You probably wouldn't question their sincerity but instead take it at face value because they are being so polite about canceling lunch. That is the same thing as sarcasm in its simplest form. Sarcasm can also be used to disguise a compliment by making it sound negative. But when you really think about the words that were said and what they implied, it is actually a very nice thing. For example, "Wow, your hair looks terrible today." This is an example of when someone might say something like this to you in order to actually compliment your outfit or hairstyle without having it come across as a genuine expression. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for Mindflux.